we're going to talk to you about this. What is possible with a franchise-like system? And that's why we're systematizing our getting started so that everyone globally uniformly is working on and focusing on the exact same thing in order to create the success that we're going to create. So I'm going to talk to you guys about cycling on all 8 donation levels within the self-driving economy. We already know this by helping 2 people cycle once per month. That's over $287,000 a year received. And that's pretty powerful. But what if you helped 4 people cycle 1 time a month? That's over $574,000 in donations received on an annual basis. 6 people a month, if you help cycle once a month, that's over $861,000 in donations received. 8 people, you help 8 people systematically do this, that's over $1.1 million annually in donations received. Well, what about 10? Okay, that's over $1.4 million in donations received. Now, how does that happen? The only way that this happens is with a franchise-like system, okay? And I'm going to be breaking this thing down for each and every one of you. Now, when we say franchise-like system, I think we all know that McDonald's, being the most successful franchise on the planet, is because they realize that they have to have the same tasting French fries and hamburgers no matter where a customer goes. And if you don't have that experience, you're going to stop going to McDonald's. Well, it's the same thing with your Coop5050 platform. You want to incorporate and create and duplicate this franchise-like getting started system for each and every new member that gets enrolled in Coop5050. Do not deviate from this, okay? So the first step is you're going to bookmark your Coop5050 website link, okay? Everything that we're doing is so that you can learn, so that you can teach, and teach to teach. That's what's going to make this tight. That's what's going to create duplication. So how do you go about doing that? Bookmarking your Coop5050 link. Well, basically from your back office, okay, up in the upper right-hand corner where you see this arrow at is your Coop5050.com/your donor key. So what you're simply going to do is you're going to click on that, all right, from your back office. And then what's going to happen is it's going to take you here to this page. It's going to take you to your Coop5050 page. You should see your name and donor key right down below where it says money for everything, right? At that moment in time, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this star. This is how you bookmark, at least on the PC, okay? You're going to click on this star, and then it's going to add your Coop5050 homepage right here. All right. The reason why we want to do that is because when it's time for you to enroll someone, you want to be able to go right to that page, click on that, and you're ready to rock and roll and properly enroll somebody in the business. So you want to bookmark that. Okay. Now that you know how to bookmark your Coop5050 website link, the second thing that you want to focus in on is learning how to properly enroll a member and learn how to add funds to your Co-op wallet. All right. Now, this is very, very important to understand. You don't need to understand anything more than this in the very beginning. Everything else is on a need to know basis. All right. So how do you do that? Well, now that you have bookmarked your Coop5050 website, you're going to go ahead when it's time to enroll someone, click on Join Us, where you see this red arrow here. You're going to take them through a registration process that's very, very straightforward. Your donor key should automatically populate here. That's another reason why you want to go through your own website link so that your donor key automatically populates and you get credit for the enrollment. You're going to simply have them put in their first and last name, their email address and phone number. They create a password, making sure that they click on the licensing fee. And this is very, very important on the donation levels. Anything above the 25. So for instance, if someone wanted to come in at the sweet spot, which is the $250 donation level, what you're going to make sure is that they check mark the 25, the 50, the 150, and the 250. Because if you don't do that, we've had some members that just sent their link out and people thinking that they've gone to the sweet spot, they've check marked the 250, but they did not check mark the 25, the 50, and the 150, and they're losing out and missing out on donations. So you want to make sure that you check mark all the donations leading up to whatever donation level they want to get started. Okay. Now, once you do that, you're going to go to the next page and you're going to simply check mark to reconfirm that this is the amount of donations that they wish on their free will with an expectation with no return. So you're just going to check mark all these different things. And then you're going to see down here, make sure that their name is correct, the email is correct, phone number, and then their password. And then from there, they're going to simply click on confirm and proceed. Very, very simple. Now it's going to take you to this page right here. Now, because we're talking about a self-driving economy, the two things I want each and every one of you to focus in on is the Co-op wallet and the Co-op token. The Co-op wallet is where you're able, for anyone that has an external wallet, you can use over 100 different cryptocurrencies to fund your Co-op 5050 wallet. This is where the automation comes in. There's no manual labor with the sending and receiving of donations, okay? Now, the Co-op tokens, that's only for the software fee. This is for when you have a member that also can go into their back office and they have an external wallet, they can purchase tokens on your behalf for the software licensing fee. Put that number in here, click on join via token, and automatically your back office opens up. From there, we can go ahead and fund your donations in your wallet from your back office there through a member-to-member transfer, however way we want to do that. I'm going to break that down for you here momentarily. The Co-op wallet aspect of it, it takes care of the donations as well as the software licensing fee. So that's the best choice. So focus in on the Co-op wallet and the Co-op token. Now, once that's done, you're going to then click on that. You're going to go to this, and what's going to happen is you're going to have an invoice. This is very, very important, team, because the invoices are the way in which corporate is going to be able to track anything that happens to your transaction. If you don't have an invoice, it's impossible for us to track down anything that may go wrong with your transactions, which is slim to none. Okay, so it's very, very important that you create an invoice. A couple things I want to bring to note. Never, ever use the invoice more than once. Every single transaction is an individual invoice that has to be created. All right, so don't use an invoice 2 times in a row, okay? The other thing, never, ever use your digital wallet ID to fund your wallet. You want to go to add funds, which I'm going to break down here for you here momentarily, and create an invoice, all right? So once you have this invoice, it's going to show up as TUSD. That's what it's defaulted to, okay? But there's a lot of exchanges that they don't use TUSD. So we really promote Ethereum because it's a lot quicker moving through the blockchain. So what you're going to simply do is click on this button here next to TUSD, and you're going to switch it to Ethereum. Now, once you click on Ethereum, it's going to change the address down below, and it's going to show you the exact amount of Ethereum that you need to send. So if you have an external wallet, or you have a team member that's enrolling you and they have an external wallet, they can basically open up and basically QR code scan that QR code there on the screen. Or you're going to simply take this 0.25098 for this particular invoice, put it into your external wallet as the amount of Ethereum that will fund your Co-op 5050 wallet and donations, and then copy and paste this long address here because that's where it's going to be sent to, okay? In that process, as you guys can see here, the invoice breaks down the transaction. It's very, very itemized, and there's a safety surplus fee because there's a fluctuation in the cryptocurrency space, and we want to make sure that gets pushed through, okay? So that's how that's done there, okay? Now, if you need a refresher on how to go about enrolling someone properly in your back office under Co-op tools, there are these powerful videos here. This one here on the left will break down, once again, how you properly enroll someone into the Co-op 5050 platform utilizing the Co-op digital wallet. This one on the right here, this Co-op wallet talks about some things in the back office. So for your reference point, you have access via your Co-op tools on how to do those things there, okay? Now, how to add funds to your Co-op wallet. We're going to break that down for you. Simply put, from your back office, right here you have add funds to my digital wallet. You're going to simply click on that. Once you click on that, it's going to take you to this screen here. And here's where you're going to put the amount that you want to add to your Co-op 5050 digital wallet right here. Once you put that amount in, you hit submit. It's going to create an invoice. Once again, I want to re-emphasize that it's so important that you have invoices because that is how, if there's any assistance in tracking down your transaction, they can only do it, corporate can only do it via invoices. And remember, only one invoice per transaction. Okay, never use it twice.